Welcome back in, Grapple fans. We will once again, as always, check that we are broadcasting live. We are indeed. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Short one for you this evening as we make ourselves ready for the main pay-per-view coming up on Sunday. We do have only a 3-match card, and we'll see us getting things kicked off here with the with the firefighter taking on the Budget Magician.
London, England, weighing in at 219 pounds.
The firefighter, of course, breaking off his tag team with Atomic Andy, or rather Atomic Andy breaking it off with the firefighter, and the firefighter now stuck in the bottom half of the power rankings. We'll see this as an opportunity to put schlubs like the Budget Magician, as he'd probably describe them, behind him. He's a kind man though, so I can't imagine trying to describe too many people in the locker room as a schlub, but he looks focused and ready to go. The workman's attitude, the working class hero that he is of the KEW, looking to push himself up the KEW's power rankings then, and potentially give himself an opportunity to get on the card, if not at the next main pay-per-view, and maybe at the Christmas affair coming up after that. And the Budget Magician, well, coming in from Athens, Greece. We've finally fixed that small issue that we'd had there. He is ready and raring to go, and again, I still don't know how he does this incredible magic trick. He points to the cummerbund, and you can see the cape caught between him and his trousers. How does he get that out? It's a mystery to me, ladies and gentlemen. You can see someone there scratching his head in the audience. He doesn't know how it happens either. A true mystery to all the KEW fans. The Budget Magician, focused. He'll know that this is a real opportunity for him. He demanded more screen time, and the CEO listened. I think it's not only his ability to do that magic trick. There you go. I don't know how he does it. The cape's there now, it's sorted out. He points to the cummerbund. There must be something there. It must be a sleight of hand thing. I never see it coming. Every time it's a mystery to me. But the Budget Magician will know that, given the extra screen time, a victory over the firefighter that would shock many of the KEW fans. He can pull off the surprise as he slaps his cummerbund, but that would be a real motivator to his career, and it may even draw the attention of the KEW champion and now the tag team champion. And it's never been done before, somebody winning both those belts. We have had word from the CEO as well that despite the fact that normally we don't make the champion and the tag champion if it's the same, or the hardcore champion and tag champion, a la the Assassin, who of course was our first double champion, or no, so the second double champion in the KEW, holding the 2 minor belts as opposed to the major and minor of the KEW championship and the tag team belts, as done by the Man Crusher. Both those belts will be on offer at the next main pay-per-view. The Man Crusher will have to defend both of them. We do have a number 1 contenders match coming up later this evening. It will see Miss Kasuj of the Coven taking on the Assassin for that number 1 spot. While the Assassin, heavily favoured, I'm sure, he will have to deal with a numbers game from the Coven. You can see how much of their distractions pay here, but starting early doors, the Budget Magician's flowing out of the blocks here, and maybe he's seen the explosive impact that someone like the Man Crusher can have. It's given a real emphasis to all the newbies on the roster, all the people who've come in part way through the KEW, and maybe they see this as their opportunity. This is their time to shine. The established wrestlers are taking things for granted, and they're letting the side down. A little stunner off the ropes there, drops the Budget Magician down as the firefighter looks to get back in control. And maybe this is somewhere but the Budget Magician can look to take advantage in this one. The firefighter is one of those wrestlers who likes things at a slower pace, doesn't like to go at a quick tempo. If the Budget Magician can come flying out of the blocks with a fast tempo here, he might be able to catch the firefighter a little flush. The firefighter, of course, dip into that legendary stamina that he has and look to try and outlast the Budget Magician, absorb the damage as much as he can, and then try and really reverse the fortunes. And if he pulls off one of those fireman's carries, it might be good night for the Budget Magician. So far though, the Budget Magician absolutely taking him to task, sells him to get to his feet. Oh, a diving elbow there straight to the face of the firefighter, who has his foot resting smartly on the ropes so that he can't get the count in. He knows it'll be a rope break, and now the Budget Magician stomping in the corner here, taking too much time potentially as that legendary stamina comes back into it from the Firefighter. A little side drop there, delivering the back of the Budget Magician down to the ground, and despite it being all Budget Magician to start, now the Firefighter has exploded back into the match and is looking to try and take control of things here. Big side toss there, sending the Budget Magician down to the ground. Now the Budget Magician, though, up quickly as the Firefighter missed his kick there. Maybe the Budget Magician didn't like to be referring to as a slub coming out of the dressing room. Has him up and on. Now look at this, the power on display from the Greek Adonis that is the Budget Magician, choking the Firefighter in the corner as he lifted him off his feet. Goes for the cover now. Only a 1 count there, though. Lets him get back to his feet. Oh, ducks under that, though. Sees it coming and now giving the boots to the arse as it is. Right up the Ajaxico. Just where you don't want those steel toe cap boots. Stomping on the legs now. Again, that slow momentum to the Firefighter. Working around. Oh, big drop kick. Drives the Magician down. Working around his opponent. Absorbing the damage early doors. And trying to now, oh, big body splash as well on the outside, trying to wind and crush the back of the Budget Magician. He looks like he's feeling that one, laying there forlornly on the floor. Perhaps playing possum though, as he sweeps legs away of the Firefighter and now gets hold of him and whips him back into the ring. And the Budget Magician, of course, has had a few decent victories in recent weeks, knocking off both the Mystery and the Torpedo, but might have bitten off more than he can chew here. Looked like he was gripping his shoulder there. Hopefully he's not sustained an injury early doors. The Firefighter doesn't like he cares about that as he lifts him up, and the power from the Firefighter, power bombing another human being off the matting straight onto the outside, lifting them clean off the floor. A good 5'10" in the air. Gets hold of him now, hip toss, oh, arm drags him over the top there again, doing the damage to the back on the outside. The Firefighter up to a 3 count now. Might be looking for a suplex, oh, but battled back from the last minute by the Budget Magician. Now throws the Firefighter away for a measure of a breather, up to a 5 count, and the Firefighter swiftly back to his feet as the Budget Magician now taking the time to rest in the corner, telling these opponents to get to his feet and come into the ring. And oh, diving elbow there, running, charging elbow from the Budget Magician, and another drop kick right in the back of the Firefighter. Oh, now a toe drag to the floor and has the ankle lock locked in. And the rope break, though, far too close to the ropes from the Firefighter. Disappointing from the Budget Magician for his ring awareness there, but you can see the Firefighter gripping the ankle, and now the Budget Magician has him spun around and away from the ropes. But again, the Firefighter tries to roll towards the ropes. It's a little arm drag there and a big kick to the ribs in the midriff of the Firefighter. Has hold of the legs now, has the locked in. Here we are, figure 4, leg lock, rolls it over and sits it down. Nice and deep he's sitting in that one. Has the Firefighter got the power to battle out of this at the last second? He's let go of by the Budget Magician, who says darn and blast it. And now look, he's saying to the fans he's ready to finish it, ready to end it, but it takes too long. Up pops a Firefighter with that stamina, fireman's carry, hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, there we go. The Budget Magician pissing around too long, telling the crowd it was over. He was ready to finish it. The Firefighter pops up and polishes him off, and look at the exorbitant celebrations from the Firefighter, fist pumping, jumping around the ring. He suckered him in after soaking up the damage like a sponge. It's the way he wins matches, gets the victory. He's happy with that one, and he's ready to move on past the mid-table in the power rankings, it looks like. Ready and raring to go is the Firefighter, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move to our next match for the evening before getting to our big main event. And that'll see King Daddy taking on Atomic Andy. This one again more for the power rankings. I was a little bit surprised to see that King Daddy is right behind Atomic Andy. But King Daddy, of course, this being a normal match, doesn't have the low blow to rely on unless he fancies a disqualification. So we'll have to see. Once he doesn't have the low blow, it is one of his main weapons in his arsenal. He can't use it. He doesn't fare as well normally.
It's scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 266 pounds.
Yeah, then King Daddy ready and raring to go. Not had many chance to meet up with the big man that is Atomic Andy so far in the KEW. I'm sure he'll give it his all once he's in the ring with him. There are two men who like knee pads and elbow pads. And they are two men that are looking to push themselves up the KEW power rankings. He'll be looking for the opportunity to not be considered just a hardcore contender, but a main KEW championship contender in the future, potentially, especially seeing the Man Crusher as the champion. You'll know this is a cracking opportunity to get up the power rankings and get himself into the frame for having a KEW title shot in the future, potentially.
And his opponent from London, England, weighing in at 248 pounds.
Atomic Andy Dan ready and raring as well. He, much like the King Daddy, knows that this is a cracking opportunity to get up the power rankings, beat King Daddy, and it will establish himself as a top 5 KEW athlete. And he knows from then it's only a matter of time before you work yourself up to the number 1 spot and you're the number 1 contender. He'll feel that he's only about 4 victories away from getting there. Can he strap the rocket ship to his back? Is the title in the future for the big fella? He looks a little pensive in his dancing coming into the ring, so we'll have to wait and see how relaxed he looks when he gets his family plaid and his Viking helmet and gas mask off as the atomic fumes fill the arena. Can he put King Daddy behind him? Can he push up the power rankings or solidify his spot and move forward? We'll have to wait and see. Both men looking focused here then. As King Daddy comes out explosively with a right fist and a big chop and drops Andy down to his knees. We have seen Atomic Andy be the faster starter in the recent weeks in the KEW whenever he's been involved in matches, but that's mainly been in the tag divisions where he's exploded into things, and he was the man who chose to end things with the Firefighter and go their own separate ways. It was said he thought it was about time that he splintered off and really took his own future into his own destiny. He realised that the tag team division was holding him back. He is a man who has, of course, been the KEW champion, although he didn't hold the belt for very long. He dethroned Mark the Magnificent as he was back then, as now the Skeleton King, taking the belt off of him in a lost KEW episode. It was a fatal 4-way cage match that saw Atomic Andy escape the cage first. Mark claimed it was unfair, and perhaps that was the first real slip in Mark's psyche there. He claimed that it was unfair that a man of his size was allowed in the cage. He had much less distance to climb than everybody else he was in that cage with, and that Mark, of course, was let down by the infrastructure in the KEW for that one, that if he hadn't have lost there, he probably would have still been KEW champion. These are all claims you can find on his magnificent social media, as he likes to refer to it as. Of course, since then has switched his aggressions and attentions to his to Atomic Andy's brother Benji. You've seen him as his main rival in the KEW. Atomic Andy, though, has taken control of this one here since the early aggression from King Daddy. And King Daddy now in a spot of bother as he gets an axe handle smash from the top rope as Andy looks to put it away early doors. It's a 1 count and a kick out there from King Daddy, who's now holding his head, and it looks like Andy's laughing over the top of him. Steps over him here and once again shredding over his opponent. Went for the kick, but caught by King Daddy. Nasty dragon screw there, whipping him down. I thought it might have done more damage to the knees, but we saw Andy gripping the back. Maybe he's jarred something in the big fella's back. Might look to take advantage of that in the coming moments in this match, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be one to watch out for. A big power slam there, and again straight to the spine, as I mentioned. Goes for the cover. Good awareness from King Daddy to target the back of Atomic Andy, as you saw him grip it earlier as he was getting up. And if he gets one of those pile drivers off, he might be able to Constantina the spine. It's not just the head damage that Atomic Andy will have to worry about with that pile driver. If he Constantina's the spine up badly enough, and it could be a real issue for Atomic Andy that will linger for a long time in the KEW. Drops King Daddy square on his face here, though, and hooks a leg to put him away swiftly. King Daddy gets a shoulder up here, and Andy, look at this, the rage inside the big fella. I said he is an angry man at times in the KEW. King Daddy trying to get back to his feet, but Atomic Andy obliges him there, hooks him onto the shoulder, but slipping out the back of it is King Daddy, the wily wrestler that he is. I thought King Daddy was trying to get a little kick to the guts in there, but battles out of the grasp of Atomic Andy there. It looked like he mistimed it horrifically. Now has Andy hooked up, and here it comes, the pile driver. Oh, the jumping pile driver too. Constantinoing the spine, slamming the head into the canvas. The forbidden move too. Oh, and Andy gets a shoulder up here. My goodness me, looks like he's gripping his chest. That might be an impact from the back, and now he's banging the head off the floor. Is King Daddy trying to perhaps deliver a concussion to Atomic Andy? Into the corner he goes, back first again. You can see he didn't look comfortable bouncing off his back there, and again the big power slam out of the corner. Andy clutching the back now. You can see the damage done to the spine, the big jumping fist out of the corner from King Daddy, and is he going to look to put it away with another pile driver here? Another one of those Constantinoing spine pile drivers. Up goes Atomic Andy, and now this time drives him head first into the canvas. Constantinoing the spine. What's Andy got left? He's very close to the ropes. King Daddy drags him away from the ropes. The KEW fans chant one more time. I don't know what's wrong with them. They're sick and twisted. 3. King Daddy doesn't need one more. It's a 3 count for King Daddy. He puts away Atomic Andy in succinct and quick fashion. Started the earlier of the two, more aggressive in the match. Atomic Andy pile driver twice. We'll have to send him to the medical staff to get checked out. 2 of those jumping pile drivers. If he's avoided a concussion, you have to wonder what damage has been done to his back. You can see him on his knees on the outside, panting for breath. But we'll have to check and get a back scan done on the man. I fear he might be out for some significant time there if he sustained a hefty back injury. Back injuries are nothing to be taken lightly in the KEW, ladies and gentlemen. And it is, of course, when you are a power athlete, that's where a lot of your power comes from, is your core, relying on the lower parts of your back to sustain the weight that you're lifting. We'll focus our attention now, though, to the main event for the evening, and this one here, the winner of which will go on to face the Man Crusher at the next main pay-per-view. The Man Crusher, of course, will have to put in double duty and defend the tag team champion, or defend the tag team belt against the Coven. And you have to question here whether the Assassin was wise. It's been brought to light that the CEO put this one in effect. The Assassin came to him and said, I should be the #1 contender. I won the gauntlet match, and Ms. Kasuj from the Coven said, well, I've been there or thereabouts. Look how dominant the Coven has been as a tag team. Give us the tag team opportunity, and we will take the belts. Give me the opportunity for a #1 contenders match, and I will defeat your sibling, your disciple. The CEO, of course, the Assassin, never one to back down from a challenge, said, I will defeat any member of any party. Doesn't matter who you are. I want my #1 contender spot. I want the opportunity to go for the KEW title. It should have been me in the first place. It should have been him over the Man Crusher. Now the Man Crusher will have to pull double duty, like I said, take on the Coven. And we'll have to wait and see if Miss Kasuj is victorious here. Does she send herself out in the tag team and try and pull double duty herself in the main pay-per-view, or does she send other members of the Coven to do her dark duty for her, to try and get the victory at the pay-per-view for the tag division titles, and then take the KEW championship herself? That's all preemptive speaking, of course. We have to wait to see if Miss Kasuj can knock off the Assassin first. It's, of course, that time of year, the Monster Mash just around the corner, and the darkness and the dark powers in the KEW have collided and are rearing their head well and truly. This is the time where everything in the KEW gets spooky. We've, of course, seen the CEO, the Shinigami, lose the title after taking it from the Tanj. Now we have the Coven popping in out of nowhere, using their dark teleportation powers to appear. As she carries the lantern down to the ring, she looks focused and determined. The Assassin looks angry and ready to inflict pain. Miss Kasuj just looks nothing other than business-like focus, and you have to question which approach suits which better. Is it the business-like focused approach of the coven of Miska Suj? Or is it the anger waiting to erupt from the assassin that will prove the victor here? Everything on the line, all the stakes, as we determine a number one contender that will take on the champion in just a matter of days. And she gets into the ring and wafts around the lantern there. You perhaps look at this one on paper and say that it's a little bit of a mismatch, that the assassin should have the upper hand really, but you have to wonder how much the coven's antics will play into it. The assassin, the faster athlete, he's come out very aggressive in recent weeks as well, and that's not favoured him well. His aggressiveness has led to some errors. The errors have led to him being the potential number one contender, to losing the gauntlet match to the Man Crusher, and then losing the tag team titles to the Man Crusher. And here, caught early doors, off the ropes he goes though, and face busters the Witch Mother down as he caught the Witch Mother's chop pretty swiftly. Big kick to her face there, and now picks her up and drops her right on the knee there, right into the lady parts. Spins around now, snap DDT. You'd have to say that the Witch Mother doesn't want to start slow here if you don't want the assassin to get the momentum. It was a good early ploy going for the early chop, and now she's in a spot of bother here, gets the drop kick to the back. The assassin has come exploding into this one, and you might look to put things away very swiftly with a jumping moonsault there. He'll know that one match here, one victory, he can get back the KEW title, or not that he's ever had the KEW. It could be his first time being a KEW champion. He could look to really move himself up the KEW hierarchy, if you like. But the Witch Mother quickly up again, now gripping hold of the assassin, and this is where the assassin's got to watch out, because the Witch Mother can look to get a array of technical submission moves in out of nowhere, dropping on the chin now. And if she can get a little bit of damage in and then get those submissions in, is she going to be able to make the assassin tap, or is she going to be able to wear him down enough that he won't have anything left to get a pinfall out? Dragging him into the top rope there. Nasty little move from the Witch Mother. She screams to the crowd, but didn't see the assassin jumping back to his feet swiftly there, as he gets hold of her and carries her onto the ropes now. Whips her off the ropes. No, she gets the reversal in, but over he goes, and flipping back on top and whipping her down with a hurricanrana. Great athleticism from the assassin. Screams to the KEW fans as the Witch Mother lays on the outside, diving over the top rope now, catching her flush and driving her down to the ground. The assassin putting his body on the line for the task at hand. He knows how much this means to him and his KEW career. He's been fighting for this opportunity for weeks now in the KEW. It's taken him almost a season to get up the KEW power rankings. Assassin's Edge already on the outside. The Witch Mother looks down and forlorn. Goodness gracious me, this one could be over before it's even got started, ladies and gentlemen. On a 6 count, the Witch Mother throws the assassin back in the ring now, rolls under the bottom rope, and this might be the break the Witch Mother needs, but pushed off at the last second now. Now the assassin twist there. Down goes the Witch Mother, hooks the leg. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. The assassin puts the Witch Mother away. It'll be the assassin competing for the KEW title. He'll be taking on the Witch Mother. He'll be taking on the Man Crusher at the next main pay-per-view. I forgot who it was then for a minute. It was the KEW champion. He'll be taking her on for the KEW title. And look at that, the Coven in the background, not impressed with what they saw from their leader. He put her away very swiftly, very quickly. Well, join us next week, or not even next week, ladies and gentlemen. Join us in a few days for our next main pay-per-view, where we'll see if that man there can walk away with the KEW Championship in his hand. I'm sure he'll be happier than that if he does. He looks pretty happy there. Well, join us then, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.